If you're like me and you like to maximize the accessories you put on your vehicle, because this cargo carrier has 500-pound capacity, sometimes the load gets a little tall and it blocks our taillight. So we want to stay legal on the road, and the eTrailer LED light kit for your cargo carrier is going to solve your problem. One thing we're going to need to install these lights is this bracket here. So just scroll down into the related parts section of the page and you'll find this bracket, and it's going to work with the 2 different lights that we give you options for. So we have the LED version, and then we have the incandescent version. Of the 2, they're pretty much the same size, same grommet, install the same, use the same wiring harness. The only difference is one's incandescent and one's LED. I would go with the LED one because, one, it is a little bit more low profile because this one has a little curve to it. And then 2, it's going to take less load on your electrical system because it's LED. And 3, it's going to last a lot longer. The other option we have is this one right here, which does not require this bracket, but I don't like this one. Why? Well, it sticks out a lot. 2, it's incandescent. 3, it just doesn't really look that good, and the fitment's so-so. Our LED light is pretty big. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 10 in the middle and 2 on the outside. So 12 diodes, and it's relatively big. It's going to be about 2.5 inches and about 6.5 inches. It's really flush to the cargo carrier. That's why I really like it compared to even the incandescent version of this. So it only sits out about 1/2 inch from the farthest point of our carrier. But on the inside, the connection point, we are going to lose a little bit of space on the inside. It's about 2.25 inches in, and that's just from here to our bar. The wiring harness comes with it as well. So one side's going to be 88 inches long after the split, and the other side's going to be 46 inches long. Some have found that it's a little short, so we do have a 12-inch extension that you can use to get those wires to where you want. So it looks a little bit cleaner if you wanted to route them a little bit differently. But all in all, these are my pick. If you have a cargo carrier and you need lights, take my advice. You can trust me. I've messed with all the ones that you can put on your cargo carrier. And these are my favorite because they're LED, low profile, they look good, and they're gonna get the job done. To get the bracket installed, I wanna install it on the farthest most point right here. So all we gotta do is just put it like this, drop it down, and it sits into place. I like to even it out, so get a tape measure, just eye it out. We're gonna have some hardware with the kit. We're gonna go with the bolt with a washer on it. And we're gonna put it down through this hole, just like that. On the other side, we're gonna take another washer and our nylon lock nut. I'm gonna get these just hand tight for now and install the other 2. Now we're gonna center it up and then take a 1/2 inch wrench and socket to tighten it up all the way. Once that side's done, it's gonna be the same exact process on the other side. Now that the brackets are nice and mounted up, we're ready for some lights. We want to take our light. We're going to take the rubber grommet off. All you have to do is just bring it back that way. And we're going to set the light somewhere for the time being. We want to make sure that the letters are upright. We're going to put this in. You kind of push it, and it'll catch on that little lip of the bracket. Kind of like that. And then we'll take our light, letters up. We're going to press this in. You see this little lip right here on the plastic part right here? That's what's going to catch. So we'll push this in just like that. And then once we route our wires, we want to grab the right side. So the passenger side, we want the green wire. And on the other side, we're going to want the yellow wire. So we'll go underneath here, try to find a clean place to put this. It's only going to go in one way. So we'll line up those tabs and then gently press it in like that. And then we'll do the same thing for the other side. Since everything's all hooked up, let's check and make sure they work. So we just want to give power to the 4-pole. Go in here, turn the key, and then we'll start going through our functions. So we have our right blinker, we have our left blinker, our hazards work. and then our running lights. So everything seems to be working well. So we are good to go. And it's just that simple to stay legal and just enable you to be able to stack your stuff up tall so you can maximize your cargo carrier. And that's pretty much it for a look at the eTrailer LED light kit for your cargo carriers. And I'm Adam with eTrailer.